While she's fondly remembered for her style, humanitarian work, and devotion to her children, Princess Diana's life was marked by tragedy. From her unhappy childhood to her tumultuous marriage and beyond, Princess Diana suffered deeply and privately. Princess Diana's upbringing was one of privilege and nobility. Born on July 1, 1961, Diana was the third child of John Spencer, the Viscount Althorp, and Frances, the daughter of the 4th Baron Fermoy in Ireland. At the time of her birth, Diana's parents were grieving the loss of their first son, who died just hours after being born. The couple already had 2 daughters, but they'd hoped for a baby boy to carry on the family name. Instead, they were blessed with baby Diana, followed at last by her brother Charles a few years later. The Spencers' marriage fell apart when Diana was just 6 years old. After the separation, she and her siblings went to live with their father at Althorp and were raised by a succession of nannies whom Diana resented.
I think our parents' divorce was quite tricky for all of us. It was very sort of bitter.
In her personal diaries, she confessed, "It was a very unhappy childhood, always seeing my mother crying. Daddy never spoke to us about it. We never asked questions. Too many changes over nannies, very unstable, the whole thing." The holidays were particularly difficult as the family tried to navigate 2 households. By 13, Diana was ready for something more. She vowed to marry someone notable. In 1977, when Lady Diana was 16, her older sister Lady Sarah Spencer began dating Prince Charles, who was 29 years old at the time. According to the Mirror, Lady Sarah saw no future with the prince, saying she wouldn't marry him, quote, "if he were the dustman or the king of England." Within 2 years, Diana began secretly dating Charles herself. While time would later reveal the truth of their relationship, Diana and Charles initially seemed quite taken with each other. But according to Tatler, sources said they'd met just 13 times before getting engaged, and mostly communicated through phone calls. In July 1981, Diana and Charles were married at St. Paul's Cathedral. Decades later, a close friend of the family told the Daily Mail that Diana and Charles pretty much had an arranged marriage. In fact, Diana shared her first impression of the prince with biographer Andrew Morton, author of Diana, Her True Story, saying, "God, what a sad man." From the outside, Princess Diana's life looked like a fairy tale, but she was deeply unhappy, and one of the biggest sources of her unhappiness was her marriage. According to Diana's astrologer, Penny Thornton, the wedding almost didn't happen, Thornton told ITV. "One of the most shocking things that Diana told me was that the night before the wedding, Charles told her that he didn't love her. She didn't want to go through with the wedding at that point. She thought about not attending the wedding." Once married, Diana was often left alone while Charles visited his longtime lover, Camilla Parker Bowles.
Did you try to be faithful and honourable to your wife when you took on the vow of marriage?
Yes.
In fact, Charles and Camilla carried on their affair throughout the entirety of Charles and Diana's 15-year marriage. Princess Diana became a beauty and style icon, but in reality, the princess dealt with body image issues all her life. Her challenges with self-esteem were worsened by the intense public scrutiny she faced. While the world saw Diana as a fashionista, the princess battled feelings of inadequacy regarding her appearance. In a 1995 interview with the BBC, Diana opened up about her battle with bulimia.
"It was a symptom of what was going on in my marriage. I was crying out for help."
She often felt alone and empty after royal engagements and sought comfort in her disordered eating.
But it's like having a pair of arms around you, but it's temporary.
The late princess also admitted that she engaged in self-harm and attempted suicide 5 times. She didn't feel that there was anywhere she could turn to for support, telling Martin Bashir.
They decided that was the problem. Diana was unstable.
Diana's openness about her mental health challenges had a significant impact on the public's understanding of mental illness. Her vulnerability encouraged others to get help and solidified her legacy as a humanitarian and mental health advocate. Princess Diana's life was marked by relentless and intrusive media attention, particularly from the paparazzi. The stress from this scrutiny played a big role in Diana's mental health struggles and discomfort in the public eye. In an effort to take back her narrative, Diana was determined to create privacy for her children. However, she could only do so much. The incessant harassment the princess faced also deeply affected her young sons well into adulthood. In the documentary Diana, Our Mother, Her Life and Legacy, Prince William revealed, "If you are the Princess of Wales and you're a mother, I don't believe being chased by 30 guys on motorbikes who block your path, who spit at you, who shout at you, to get a reaction from you and make a woman cry in public to get a photograph. I don't believe that is appropriate." On August 31st, 1997, Diana, along with her boyfriend Dodi Fayed, died in a car crash in the Pont de l'Alma tunnel in Paris. The tragedy sent shockwaves worldwide, and millions grieved for the late princess.
3 days after Princess Diana's death, and queues for the books of condolence were 11 hours long.
Because the paparazzi were present at the crash scene, their role in the incident raised questions about the responsibility of the media. In the aftermath of her death, the renewed global discussion on the ethics of paparazzi culture highlighted a need for stricter regulation to protect the privacy and safety of public figures. Many blamed the intense and intrusive media scrutiny Diana faced throughout her life for her devastating death. Additionally, her death left a void in the hearts of her young sons, Prince William and Prince Harry, who were just 15 and 12 years old at the time. To this day, the princess's legacy lives on through her humanitarian work, timeless grace, and the powerful impact she had on reshaping paparazzi culture and the public perception of the British monarchy. If you need help with an eating disorder or know someone who does, help is available. Visit the National Eating Disorders Association website or contact NIDA's Life Helpline at 1-800-931-2237. You can also receive 24/7 crisis support via text. Send NIDA to 741-741.